Hello, and welcome to Crits&Knits. Yay! Look, we have everyone!
We're all here!
Yeah.
So, tonight's knits is going to be kind of fast because we want to get to the crits because this is going to be essentially the finale. We're going to have some epilogue stuff later, but this is the wrapping up of the wrapping up. So, who wants to talk about their knitting?
I guess I can.
Okay.
So, I don't think I've gotten to show this because I haven't been here, but little fucker's got done.
I love him!
He's so cute.
I am working on a second one. I need to knit the horns and then sew everything on, and then he will be done. And then I'm working on a third one.
Yay!
Yes. I still haven't managed to get the body up to, like, the snoot area, so I need to work better on that.
The snoot.
The snoot. I also found a pattern for a egg apron. So I will be knitting that for my kobold adoption agency lady, I guess.
I love it.
So.
Yay. That's fun.
Precious.
And that's it. I have nothing else.
Okay.
I'm next.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
are you? Are you, Greg?
Because I have one too.
Yay! He's so cute.
Got cute little eyes.
Can you turn him to the side? How does your snoot look?
The snoots are very subtle. Like, it's just a little.
I just keep thinking I'm doing it wrong.
No, it's a very subtle snoot.
No.
It's very
Subtle snoot.
Okay.
That was the
Making
name
sure.
of that was the name of my punk rock band.
In high school.
Snoot.
The
Yes.
subtle snoot. That's another thing
Yeah.
that happened. I went to the Avril Lavigne concert on Friday.
I'm so
Oh,
jealous.
Yeah,
That must have been
she.
so much
I thought it was
fun.
Simple Plan.
They opened for her.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah. They were great. I left partway through Avril Lavigne because I was tired and it was cold.
Oh.
Valid.
Yeah.
Very, very complicated.
Ha.
Yes. Yes. Anyway, total, lots of fun making up the
Like
kobold
Clips of
dude.
the Heart.
Yay.
Been a
Eh.
He's so squishy.
been a hit at work. Sits on my shoulder sometimes, and sometimes he gets to yell at people when I want to yell at people. So it's great. So there's that, and then I'm also continuing to work on my sock.
Yay. Sock.
So I am past the heel, and yeah. So this is in the string
You-
theory colorwork genre.
Don't do magic loop like Danny.
And I use double pointed needles.
Okay.
Yep. Use my DPNs.
Okay.
And sometimes
Cool.
I use
I hadn't-
DPNs.
But
I've never learned how to use magic loop.
Okay, great.
Yeah, you don't
Greg
have
and
to.
Greg and I are the same.
Yeah.
Best frenemies.
Best frenemies.
We unite against magic loop.
And that's okay. You don't have to magic loop. There's nothing wrong with not magic looping.
And fucking Judy.
Fucking Judy.
Ernest is gonna go. He's ready to throw hands. Yeah. Yeah,
And
I'm on a DPN kick again now. I used to do all my socks with DPNs, and then I took a break and started using a small circumference circular needle, a 9-inch needle. So didn't have to magic loop it because it was just the 9 inches. And now I'm back on these DPNs because I got some fancy DPNs. So
Makes them fancy.
they're
Are they signatures?
their signatures. Yeah. So it's a good solid quality metal. They're very sturdy, super sharp points, so I can really dig in and everything. And my name is engraved on them.
Fucking Greg? Is it fucking? Please tell me it's
No,
fucking
no.
Greg.
No.
No.
Fucking
No,
Greg is my
fucking-
coworker.
That fucking
Oh,
Greg.
that's right.
Let's see. I don't know if you'll be able to see it or not because of the
You just got
focus or
real
whatever.
close.
Really?
Yeah.
See it right up your nose, buddy.
Yeah, I'm here for you. No, it says knitting daddy Greg.
Ew.
Knitting daddy Greg. That's what I'm working on.
All right. Let's see. Who else has stuff they want to talk about?
I just want to talk about how much I hate provisional tabs. I have undone.
Oh,
I have done and undone my tab like 4 times this week.
aw. They can be a pain in the ass. I want to say that once I finally figured it out, I really like the look of them. But yeah, they're fiddly.
I agree with everything you said, Danny.
Yeah, super fiddly, especially with like the lifeline yarn, like that part, like
Yeah.
the starting yarn, and then like getting and then like crocheting it and getting it right, and like also I had to get I had to go buy like a needle that was like the right size because like I had a crochet needle that like came with my little like Amazon kit, but like it's like it was super small, so like I was
Yeah.
making these itty bitty loops.
Yeah. No, it's.
I thought you were going to whisper something to us there.
No, it sucks.
Yeah.
Valid. Well, I got stuff.
Sure.
I got a stuff.
Show. Ooh.
Ooh.
Is that a sleeve?
No, this is a scarf.
Oh.
Is I don't remember if I told you this. I am going to be officiating a wedding for friends of mine in October, and this is going to be their hand fasting scarf.
Oh, I love that. It's turning out so
Yeah.
pretty.
It's so pretty. I'm really happy with it. So it currently folds nicely over one hand. I think I want it to be at least twice the length.
Yeah.
But we'll see. you
Oh,
know,
yay.
it's a super. It's a small pattern. It's not 252 stitches. It
That
is
makes a
42.
difference.
So I could actually like feel it growing longer on me. And it's like,
Right.
okay, I
Yes.
feel accomplished. It's longer.
You don't want to do a
Mhm.
never-ending
Sometimes
scarf
you
like I
just
did.
need a little project so you can feel a sense of accomplishment.
Exactly. As opposed to the baby blanket that I haven't looked at since I started doing this.
It's
Yep.
in timeout.
It is. It's just
that's okay.
enormous. But yeah, the plan. I actually stole this directly from you, Danny. The plan is to get right up to the end of it, and then the night before the wedding, have everyone who's going to be there put stitches into
I
it.
love that.
Aw.
Oh, I love
Just-
that.
Yeah, and it'll be easy. It'll just be like the edging, so it'll
Yeah.
just be a knit stitch. But
Yeah.
it's like I want to make sure that this is everyone.
That is fantastic. Oh, yay. That makes my heart happy.
Stole it directly from you. I make sure to give credit. But yeah, that's what I've been working on.
I finally picked out all that yarn that I spun before
Ooh.
with my 2 dog slicker brushes. And we have stuff happening.
Yay!
Woohoo.
Ooh.
Now that I know that I actually really for real need to make it 2-ply and not just, it's not optional,
Yeah.
really.
It really does
Um,
work better if it's 2-ply.
Yeah. Still on the struggle bus a little bit, but I think I'm doing better. Like, it looks thinner than last time I did
Yeah.
it when it was all like super chunky and
And it looks
artsy.
fairly consistent.
Looks
too.
even. Yeah.
I'm getting there. I still struggle with like joining the different chunks a
Yeah.
little bit, but we're getting there.
Well, yay.
We're having a tailgate themed store meeting on Sunday, so I don't do the sports, so I have this.
Oh, I like that.
Oh, I love that.
That is fantastic.
And I put it on right side up this time.
Yay.
Good job.
The first time I did it, I was like, oh yeah, this is working great. Why is it? Oh my God, it's upside down. So I had to go buy a new shirt.
Aw,
But it's not perfect, but at least it's right side up.
I think it's fun.
Then I was at the Joanne Fabrics for other things and found one of these
Uh-huh.
for cheap
Yeah. Yep.
because it's metal.
Yep.
I have one in a like Knitter's Bible type book. I think I've showed it on here before, but it's attached in
Oh.
there.
Yeah, that
so
doesn't work so
it's-
well.
It's a little difficult. So now I have one that has more hole sizes and crochet hook sizes.
There you go.
More holes are good.
Because I do have
I'm damn it,
many
Craig.
old many old crochet hooks that do not have a normal size written on it. It'll just say like 8, and it's like, is that 8mm? What is this? It's not 8mm. So now I can figure out what the hell it is.
Yay.
And I've decided that I'm being Shrek for Halloween, so I
Yes.
went to the Goodwill and found some Shrek yarn to
Yay.
make a
Yay.
hat.
I like
That
it.
is very Shrek yarn.
And I picked up some gigantic size knitting needles when I picked up the gauge doohickey, and then came home and discovered I had those size needles already. So
Aw.
I returned them, saved myself $4.
Hey, $4 is $4.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The pattern for the vest that I'm looking at calls for like super bulky, but I'm trying to spend the least amount of money on this as possible because I tend to go overboard. Trying to
Really?
make
I know
things
that feeling.
just a little bit. Trying to make things like screen accurate and stuff, and I'm like, no, nobody cares except me. I'm just gonna get brown pants. I'm not gonna get plaid pants because then I can wear the brown pants again.
Yeah.
Anyway,
You
I'm
could
gonna
wear
just,
the
like,
plaid
hold
pants. What are you talking about?
a Shrek
can-
plaid though.
Yes.
What
You
color
would pull
plaid?
off
I've got
Shrek
a-
plaid so well, E.
I can't really wear leggings to work on a normal basis though.
Oh, that's
What
fair.
color? What color? Because I have 2 pairs of plaid pants that I use at
Brown and
as-
green plaid.
Let me send you a picture of the plaid pants that I have because it's more green than brown, but I can
My
mail
dear.
them to you and you can mail them back.
My dear, remember the size of your legs and the size of my legs.
There is a height difference there.
All right,
Right.
what if I
They're
sent
long
you
on
some
me.
black paint?
Remember the size of your legs and the size of my legs.
They're long on me, so you might have to like roll and pin them. But
We'll see. Anyway, I just the one thing I'm stuck on is getting a shirt. I'm trying to find like an off-white tunic length thing rather than just wearing a white plain shirt to make it work a little better. And I'm having difficulty finding such a thing to exist that has just like a plain collar.
Get some fabric and a pattern, sew it up yourself. You'll be fine.
Trying to spend the least amount of money and time on this. And then I decided today that Siggy will either be Princess Fiona or Donkey.
okay.
I love it.
So
That's
she'll either get little ears or like big donkey ears. I
Both
haven't
good
decided
choices.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yet. Probably Donkey.
I love it.
Probably donkey.
That is what I've been doing because I've got the tennis elbow, so I'm not really
Yeah.
crafting much. Your turn, Danny.
I got a case of startitis real bad. So, we had a yarn crawl last weekend. I don't know. Between our episodes, we had a yarn crawl. And so I went with my friend Katie to a couple of stores and bought stuff and cast on stuff. So I've started another version of my Forest Hill shawl. And I need to finish that up so it can go to my local yarn store so they can have another sample. That is a design that is not released yet, but it will be released later this month for the yarn store's anniversary. I also did this little guy. This is the
So cute.
All of the
pumpkin
socials.
spice coffee cozy. And it is now available for download from Ravelry. And it is $2 on Ravelry, but hey, if you go to our Discord and join us there, it is free. You get a free copy.
Whoa.
And it is
Yeah, I
written-
may have. I may have to have a conversation to be like, hi, how do color work? Because I want to do that. My cousin is obsessed with pumpkin spice, and I think she would love that. But
so
it doesn't exactly say how to do the color work in there.
no, it doesn't. It just assumes that you know how
assumes,
to color
as you
work.
should, that you know how to
Right.
color work, and I don't.
The original was just a stranded color work. And so the pattern has like the yarn quantities for stranded color work. But this second one, I knit up and did it double knitting
Oh,
so that
nice.
it's reversible,
Oh,
which works really well for a coffee cozy because you've got an extra layer of fabric to keep your hand protected.
Cozy.
Cozy.
womp womp.
Yes.
But I designed this with Fantasy Fiber Arts yarn. She was one of our early friends of the
Our friends.
fiber friends, and the colors are ginger spice and Willy Wonka. So the brown is the Willy Wonka and the orange is ginger spice, and they're both sparkle yarns. My local yarn
cool.
shop is making up kits for this,
Ooh.
so you can get kits. And when I was there talking about it, everyone loved it so much that I picked up more yarn, and I am designing a Christmas themed one.
Ow!
And then
Yeah.
we were talking about it, and we have plans for an Easter themed one and a Valentine's themed one. So keep your eyes open
Series.
for
Yep.
more coffee cozies. And they're all going to be in that $2 range because really at this point you're going to be paying for me taking the time to do the chart. That's what you're
The
paying for
chart,
is the
right.
chart.
Mhm.
And I'm not going to charge $7 for this pattern. That feels exorbitant.
Yeah.
Because someone will look at it and say, well, I could do that myself. Yes, you can. But if you give me $2, I'll just give you the chart. And then I also wanted to do another sweater. So I started a sweater.
Oh, pretty.
So it is going to be a wrap sweater that is mostly stockinette, but has this really pretty lace detail on the edge. And I have joined the body So I've knit through the sleeve holes. I think before I go too much further down the body, I'm going to knit the sleeves. And then it doesn't matter how much yarn I have left, I'll just knit the body until I run out of yarn. And then I got on TikTok, which I don't do very often.
Oh, Danny.
And I
yeah.
bought some fabric.
We've lost our boys.
And I have started.
Whoa.
From the dark side.
I've got the 9 strips done, and it's going to be a puff blanket. So each of these little pockets is going to get filled with fiber fill, and then stitched closed, and then I have to get backing. But it looks like a very relatively simple quilt. So I've done all of the squares. It's going to be like a lap size quilt. It's not going to be a big one. But I've stopped here because I need to go and press open all my seams and stuff.
That's the worst.
Yeah. But that was Saturday. I cut all the fabric and then stitched all the squares and then added all the squares together. So yeah, I started a quilt. Why am I?
Of course you did.
Of course, why not? So yeah,
It'll
I
be done
started
next
everything.
week.
No, it's not gonna be done next week. No,
2 weeks from now.
I'm going out of town this weekend. I can't take it with
Please,
me.
done.
And I have to buy more fiber fill because I do not have enough to fill a whole blanket.
In fairness, she's not quite as fast at sewing as she is at knitting.
No.
Not quite.
Well, and if I find another thing I want to start, then we're screwed.
What's this week, Hemo Sahab?
Oh, and I did another stack of dishcloths
Nice.
because that's what I
That's what you
do when I can't think, because they don't require thinking. So yeah, we've all been knitting. Some of it going
Shocking.
better than others.
Yep.
But I think we're going to take a break now and get our recording stuff set up because we want to finish this campaign, right?
Yes.
No.
Yay!
Valid.
When we finish it, then we can start another one.
True.
Yeah. And we are coming up on the time of year that things get kind of crazy for a lot of us. So we want to make sure that we're finishing while we actually have everyone. Because, we don't want someone to, have a gout flare-up and have to get transported back to Pennycross.
You're
and-
calling
That
out
is-
somebody
that is
very
like-
specific right
That
now.
was very.
That was
There
rude.
is
oddly-
a character who has gout. So
There's also a player who currently is dealing with a gout
has
flare-up.
Which one of us has gout?
I don't remember, but it was on the list, so someone rolled for it. I know Isolt's bad knee has flared up before. The point is, we don't want an old person
Right.
disease to come knock you out.
That is an oddly specific call out.
Old person disease too, huh? Huh?
I'm sorry.
Keep on digging, Danny.
Oh.
All right, we'll be back
Wow.
soon. Sorry, guys. See you in a minute. Hello, and welcome back to episode 37 of Crits&Knits. Theoretically, our finale. Who remembers what
I
happened?
did hear
last-
that. I did hear that theoretically.
Dun, dun, dun.
I can tell us what we did last time.
Please
Big
do.
fight.
Yes,
We killed
big
a
fight.
bunch of people.
Did you kill them?
We killed undead versions of them.
Yes.
We re-deaded some undead.
Yeah.
did re-dead some undead.
It happens.
And Erasmus used his fancy sword wish and wished for Callie to be safe.
Oh my god.
And then she disappeared.
Yeah, I'm a little worried about where that girl disappeared to.
Yeah, same.
It's fine, probably.
She's
safe.
safe.
Probably in like Petty Crossing or something.
No,
Safe with
she's
the
probably
kobolds.
dead.
Ah,
Fuck. No, Mary Sue is
Yes.
a problem.
mayonnaise Sue, not Mary Sue. That's a very different concept.
Whatever.
Two very different
Mayo.
characters.
Mayo.
Ah, yes, Mayo Sue.
Mayonnaise Sue over there.
Mayonnaise Susan is her government name.
Yes.
No. Call me Mayo Sue. Mayonnaise Susan is my mother.
Yeah, there you go.
And
I
I
only
do
hear that
believe-
when I'm in trouble.
And we killed the headmaster.
Turn
Well,
him
Might
into
not have
gem
been a
or some
real
such.
thing. He was probably a golem? Question mark? Of some
Let's
kind.
find out.
And Nalitha was like, "Oh, hey, that guy in that cage, not dead. He may be the culprit after all."
Also, Herder, true MVP of the fight. He
All those
kept
counter
his-
spells, damn!
he kept us all from getting caught in a force cage twice.
Mhm.
Counterspell and being invisible.
Yeah,
Greater
Yeah.
invisibility.
Yeah.
Real,
So that-
real well done.
Yeah,
Real clutch.
Yes. Yeah. Quite surprising. Herder is
and good rolls to go with it too.
very good rolls and a use of luck and but still Herder needs to change his shorts.
Gross. That's what that
You know-
smell is.
Valid. We'll just take him out back and hose him down. It's fine.
Absolutely. little prestidigitation will take care of that.
I don't think it will.
1 square foot at a time.
So when we last left off, Nelitha had just crouched down in front of the force cage.
Where am I crawling up? Hold on.
You walked up to the force cage and crouched down
She's right next to Herder.
to the gentleman that was there.
She is not.
Oh, where is she?
She is not too far from
Oh,
her.
she's over there. Oh, I see it. Okay. I've got my people messed up. I'm sorry.
And had just crouched down and asked the fellow inside the force cage, "Oh, so what is going on?" Nelitha, I'd like you to roll a perception check for me.
Cool beans. That's not a great roll for me.
Or with her like plus 30.
It's a plus 11. Calm down.
I'm not gonna calm down till your dice do.
30.
Okay. As you are looking at him, he's dressed in black robes, looks very stereotypically bad guy.
So does Nolitha, but here we are.
True enough.
That really should have been our first tip off. Not about Neltha, about the guy in the cage.
But as you are looking at him, in a flash, his face changes. And you're looking at the headmaster's face.
Interesting.
Thanks, I hate it.
And then a moment later, the force cage blinks out of existence. And the man inside sits up. Says, well, suppose we have a different set of problems on our hands.
Are you gonna explain? Are you going? Melissa's voice is gone. We're just gonna talk like DB. Are you going to explain what is going on?
Yes. And he is looking around. And the ring of teachers that was around the force cage, all but 2 of them had exploded.
Gross.
And with that 30
Did
perception,
they just explode, or did they explode previously?
they had previously exploded throughout the battle.
Gotcha.
There are 2 that are just dead, not exploded. And with that 30 perception, you can see that he looks very distraught. And he just closes his eyes and takes a deep breath. Right. Yes. We're going to have to sort this. We're going to have to hide this from the rest of the students. Is that something you all can do?
You're going to hide the annihilation of all of your teachers.
And a fair number of your upperclassmen students.
Until we can have a thorough discussion and find a way to lay them to rest.
Do you expect us to hide all these bodies? Erasmus, hold on.
Are none of you...
Absolutely not.
None
I'm
of you are
not
wizards,
saying
aren't
anything.
you? Oh.
I'm flipping a dagger in my hand, debating on slicing this man's throat.
Yeah, Isolde hasn't drawn her sword again, but her hand is definitely on the hilt. Just like casually resting on it.
Nalitha took it out when she like squatted down to look at
Right.
him. Like,
Okay. So, no sparing the students, just explaining. Got it.
I look around. Are there students around?
Not yet.
All
Look,
right.
Callie got out of here. At least one of the younger students already knows. That is not
Yes.
going to stay a secret.
It is not that I want them to not know, it's that I don't want them to come down from breakfast and be greeted by the sight of their teachers and classmates like this.
Life sucks and then you die. Get explaining.
Also, I strongly suspect that they may have already taken peeks because we were not exactly quiet.
There is that. And also, we're not fast enough to shove all these bodies into these little ponds. I look at the like little decorative water areas.
Yeah, Isolde's gonna look up and
Right.
around to see if anyone is looking out through windows, parapets, various ways of looking into the courtyard.
Go ahead and roll me perception.
I don't have my dice handy, so I'm just going
What?
to. I know my Rowan dice now live in the. I'm going to the studio bag, and that's the ones that I've always had close to hand.
Why does Rowan's dice live there?
That is a 16 because we're in the process of recording a new season of the Redacted Reports, and it's easier to record at the studio right now.
Okay. That's right. Sorry.
Sorry. No
I was
apology
like-
needed.
I was like, is everybody at the studio? What's happening?
Boy, if we could fly Dan in to do that, that would be the sound quality would drastically diminish. But man, the energy of everyone being in the same room would be amazing. But that was a 16.
With that 16, you definitely see some faces. You can't quite see to the dormitories; those are too far away. But there are some students who have stepped out to see what all that commotion was.
Yep.
Right.
So I'm not convinced you had something to do with this.
One moment. He takes a deep breath,
Shh.
and it looks like he is summoning every last bit of strength that he has. And he casts prestidigitation, basically, to make his voice very loud and booming. All students are to remain in their dorms until further notice, by order of the headmaster. And you do see a little bit of scurrying as the few who are out turn around and head back to where they're supposed to be.
Hey, Owen, you ever remember doing what the headmaster said?
There's a difference
Never had one.
in a magical school.
Oh, I know. I
When-
said what I said.
We've had incidents in the past, several involving fire demons in the courtyard. When some of the summoners don't quite know what they're doing.
I don't think this is what we're here to talk about.
It is not.
I'm still not sure if I want to slice your throat or not.
I would ask that you please do not.
I mean, a lot of people would like that.
Right. And you could do it, and it wouldn't take much to put me out at this point. I am tapped. I spent my night fighting with the Archmage Horth, Tebin Horth. I have nothing left. Paper cut might take me down at this point. I
Is
ask
he
that you
telling the
please
truth?
don't. Go ahead and
Yes,
roll
that-
me insight.
Because I don't believe him, because we already heard this song and dance once before. $18.
You believe him. I spent my night fighting that man. He managed to knock me out. When I opened my eyes again, I was in that force cage here in the courtyard. He laughed and opened a portal and left.
For fuck's sake.
But not before leaving behind his little friend, who had my face.
Any way to tell where he went?
I'm really not sure. He didn't use any of his teleportation circles. But he was nearly as tapped as I am. So, wherever he's gone, he's gone to lick his wounds, and he'll need substantial time to regroup. It took years for him to build a base of power here. And all of his stuff is still here, I think. We'll need to go to his tower and check.
Do you have a way to scribe?
Not at the
Scribe or
moment.
scry?
Scry, sorry.
Not at the
Just
moment.
check it.
As I said, I am quite tapped.
Scrying on archwizards is a bad idea anyway. Surefire way to get blown the hell up.
Yeah,
You're
but it
not
might tell us
wrong.
where he is. Easier than sitting with our thumbs up our ass.
I would look for a place of power. Oh, I don't know. He didn't give me the typical villain monologue. Okay? I went to his tower because I had a feeling that he would be one who would be aware of illegal teleportation circles or unsanctioned teleportation circles. And whether he was expecting me or just that paranoid, as soon as I began asking questions, he began shooting spells.
Probably that paranoid.
It's a long shot, but do you think he has any papers or whatever we can ruffle through that might give us some clues?
I will happily give you permission to enter his tower, do whatever you need to, find whatever you need to find. Knock yourselves out. I don't know that he would have left anything, but you're welcome to look.
Herder looks at the rest of his companions. Are we satisfied that things are relatively safe here?
No.
No.
Isolt, who did you show that gem to?
Oh, I haven't showed it to anyone yet.
Oh.
I grabbed it and stuck it in my pouch because we were in the middle of a battle.
Because Rogue would have taken Shiny.
I would like you to...
Also that.
That too, yes. I would like you to please roll me an Arcana check.
Sure. Oh, not bad. 14. For me, with a +0 to Arcana, that's pretty good.
You're not sure what this thing is, but it feels powerful and important.
All right. I will consider that for me, because I'm kind of staying in the back of this conversation, just watching out for everything. I'll pull it out of my pouch, pull it just enough up and into the pouch to like look at it again, and then be like, if I am making the wrong judgment call, please understand that I will come back and end you personally. But I will pull out the gem and hold it up. This might help.
And he sighs very heavily. Is there something engraved on that?
Turn it. I think I recall there being something engraved on it.
There is an eye engraved on it.
An eye. This was in the simulacrum, homunculus, whatever you want to call it, when it collapsed.
Do you have a bag of holding or some such thing that can be dropped into?
I'll look at Erasmus.
So many.
I think we
I
all have one.
A
I
couple
have
of
a bag
bags
of
in a hole.
Well, I mean, yeah, sure, I could drop it down in there. I mean, now retrieval, that's a
Yes, I can. I have a bag of holding. I can put it in there.
He waits until you do before he says anything else.
I will do so. And close the top just to be safe.
Right. So, Tevin created a simulacrum of himself. Have you worked with those before? Are you aware of them?
Aware of, never worked in depth with them, but
I
They're-
have too.
they are not uncommon with magical types who don't want to get their hands dirty.
Correct. He is a very powerful wizard. And so his simulacrum was equally as powerful, which I believe is why he was able to overtake me because he essentially had twice the ability that I had during our battle. But that engraving is not standard. I believe he uses it to scry on his simulacrums, to observe through them. I don't know if it can observe on its own, hence placing it in the bag so that he would be less able to be aware of any conversations we have at this point.
Fair enough.
We can go through his room, through his tower, see if there's anything that can help us. I assume we will find at least one teleportation circle, if not more. I don't know. And again, he looks around at these teachers. Most of my staff is gone.
Yes, they are.
I don't know how to do this without them.
Well, it may be time to call on resources outside of the school. If you have any at all.
We have plenty of former students.
Plenty of diamonds, I'm sure.
Yes.
Or resurrection spells.
Clerics with resurrection spells.
Some of them
Or-
exploded, though, didn't they? Like, they're gone?
I don't know that. I am not familiar in the specific magic of clerics. I'm not sure that they could resurrect from what remains.
Depends on how powerful they are. With some of the higher level of resurrection spells, all you need is a piece, really. But that depends on the relationships that you have curated outside of the school, and I get the feeling you're very insular, so...
I don't believe we're that well connected.
So you have a god.
I'm a paladin.
Sure. But, like, you have a god. Your god can do god things.
Yes, LaRue is a goddess. You are correct. It is a little bit different because clerics are the ones designated as that bridge between life and death. Paladins are the clanky, clanky, holy tanky. Clerics are the bridges.
Also, Assault just had to like cast a spell to hear from her god just a minute ago. So, there's that as well.
LaRue
Yeah.
is... I am tapped right out. Also, LaRue is maybe a little more chaotic of a deity than the school might want to deal with. She's a unicorn from the Feywild.
Listen, I don't know. They could handle a little chaos after just death. Also, Danny, on a serious
Yes.
note, did the
I start
eye...
now. Sorry.
Was the symbol on the gem something that I recognized?
You recognized it as an eye, but it's not a specific symbol.
Okay, I was worried about my son in the city, the adoptive
Ooh.
police boy that I have left a powerful artifact with.
Right. No, it is not a particular symbol of anything that you recognize. It is just an eye carved into it.
Okay, cool beans. All right, let's go to the tower. I'm gonna help this old man up.
Right. I need to take care of these students, the ones that remain whole.
Can you just point us to the tower?
Right, yes. And he will point you in the direction of the tower. In the interests of transparency, I'm going to my office, where I have a few sending stones. I'm going to use them to reach out to a few contacts and attempt to get some clerics here to resurrect those who remain whole.
That seems a
Sounds-
wise course of action.
Sounds good.
I think I will remain in my office. If you need me, might take a nap in the chair. And he slowly pushes
Herder
himself
turns
his
to the
feet.
party, and Herder turns to the party, tries to speak with them, in private-ish. I'm not volunteering, but does he need a babysitter?
I think we need to go to the tower first. If he runs, we'll find him. We'll kill him. It's fine. She says that loud enough for him to
Yeah,
hear.
and
She
he
does not care.
nods. I understand. At this point, yeah, you would. He slowly starts making his way to the main building. Very slowly. He is in bad shape. If you were to look at the magical hit point bar over his head, he's got about 10 hit points left.
Oh, goodness.
He is in
Well-
bad shape.
Herder still has his wand of healing in his hand, and he puts it inside his cloak.
That guy. We don't know if we can trust him.
Yeah.
I don't care what my 30 perception says. I don't know if I can trust him.
All right. So he is headed into his office to hopefully get some clerics. And you all head towards the tower.
Checking for traps as soon as we get there.
Roll me investigation.
Trap checking?
There used to be a skill in 3.5 for that, but
I know.
Investigation. Life is your creation.
21.
oh yeah, it's trapped.
Cool. Can I disarm the
trapped.
traps?
You can try.
Okay.
They are magical.
That's fine.
So you're going to need to... I need 2 rolls. I need a sleight of hand and arcana.
Okay. Well, sleight of hand should be fine. 21.
Okay.
The look
for
on your
sleight
face
of
was
hand.
classic.
I was trying to figure out if that was a 6 or a 9.
Nice.
Arcana is... What is my arcana? It's a +3. It's not bad. 15 plus 3 is 18. Goddamn, DB.
Okay.
Math.
Math.
Numbers.
You find the physical portion of the trap, no problem.
Okay.
You are attempting to disable the magical portion.
Sure.
It doesn't go very well for you.
That's fine. I
A
can handle
fireball
it.
goes off.
It's hot.
That is hot. And that is
Well.
going to be...
And this is how Nalitha dies.
Well, I think that you're all very close to me, so you get a +4 on your saves.
You guys aren't close to me though, are you? Because she would have
I
been
would-
like, oh, you silly
I
goose.
would. Here's why I would have been, because I am aware that there's an aura from my goddess that helps protect people, and I'm like, I'm not leaving things up to chance, and I've got a fair amount of beef left.
Our God is a
Herder would
awesome
be
God.
trying to stay
From
the
heaven
far end.
above
Knuckled
with me.
Okay, so those of you that are close enough need to roll me Dexterity saves, please.
Yeah. And anyone who's within, 10 feet of me? You get
do
a
we
plus
get?
4.
Oh,
Plus
thank God.
4.
Well, not really. It's a 24.
Oh, yeah, I did poorly. I got a 6. I'm fine. It's fine.
That's with your plus 4?
I rolled a 2, my love.
I didn't look at your roll. I'm not that person.
So that'll be a 19 total for Owen.
Okay.
Let's see here. That will be a 16.
All right.
Murder.
So, Owen
5 for herder.
and Nelitha are going to take half damage.
Brand.
So that is 27 points of damage to those who take full damage,
Oh.
and 14 to those who take half.
Oh, 27 is full damage?
27
Okay.
is full damage.
Are you okay?
I still have triple digits of health. I'm fine.
Well, I have to worry, so...
What was the save?
It was 19.
Uh,
So it meets a beat. So Owen is just
thank
okay.
God. Okay.
Would you have been...
I would have been muerto.
Unconscious.
What a spicy man.
Herder backs up, so he's out of range of anything else that might happen.
I should have uncanny... No, I can't uncanny dodge that. Never mind.
But the door is now open.
You have
somewhat
evasion.
singed.
Do have evasion, you're right. It's fine. I took half damage as is. I'm a Dexy bitch. I'm gonna peek inside. Do I detect any more tray ups?
Roll me an investigation
God damn it.
again.
Herder's still in the hallway.
That is a investigation. A 17.
All right. So you've opened the door to the tower, and it opens into an entry hall. And it is a ridiculous-looking entry hall. If you didn't already know that this man was a necromancer, you would be quite certain when you walked into this entry hall. There are... the walls are painted black. Like, he is so stereotypical.
He's dedicated to the bit.
He is.
Come on. Really?
There are no tapestries on the wall, but there are... wow, the word fell out of my head. Stuffed animals.
Plushies?
Taxidermy.
Taxidermy.
Oh.
You know,
Squishmallows everywhere.
you know, if
Honestly,
he-
Squishmallows would be way more terrifying.
You know, if he had just had
Care
a
Bears.
bunch of squishmallows with little fangs on them, just like
That there are taxidermied heads mounted to plaques all over the walls. The floor is covered in...
Lava. Oh,
the floor is lava. No. Carpeting, but woven in shades of black and blood red and charcoal, and again, just... he has committed to his aesthetic.
What a fucking edgelord.
Essentially, yes.
asshole.
You do
What?
walk through the entry hall, and there is a set of stairs. There are also 2 doors. Going up the stairs or checking out the rooms?
I looked for a poster of the first fucking necromancer from the first Necromancer War. Like, what the fuck?
I mean, he's basically an edgelord teenager. I'll bet he's got posters of all of the known necromancers.
Where are you checking for traps? One of the doors or the stairs?
One of the doors first.
Okay, just go ahead and roll me investigation. I'll let you do that for both the doors. They're side by side.
same investigation or
Yeah, just one
two
investigation
different
with the
ones?
two of them.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. Investigation is 19.
Okay. Both of them are trapped.
Regular traps or magical traps?
Magical traps.
Fucking fuck. Okay, I need everybody to stand back this time, please.
Will do.
Yep. Yep. Uh-huh. Back in the day, we used to put a dummy on a 10-foot pole. We used to just shove it and stuff.
Well, I
Oh,
guess I am
Buster, I
your
remember
dummy.
Buster.
Oh, how kind of you to say that, Nelitha.
Nelitha, your sleight of hand is good enough that I'm not even going to make you roll that. But go ahead and
Oh,
roll
okay.
Arcana,
Okay, my sleight of hand is good enough, huh?
isn't it?
Well, I also have a thing that I can't roll below a 10, so...
Yeah, your sleight of hand is good enough.
Oh, 21.
Okay. On the first door, it takes you a moment. But then you hear a slight click, and the
Oh,
little
God.
and the door swings open.
Sweet, I did it.
You walk into this room, and it looks like a study room. There are a couple of tables and chairs. There are books in a shelf along one wall. And the tables have some notes strewn about them. As you go and look at it, the notes are written in two different sets of writing. So they're not from the same people. As you look a little bit closer, it looks like this is where Archmage Tebben's graduate students, essentially, worked on their projects.
Were they dead? Were they outside? Were they sacrificed for the cause?
You don't know.
Hmm. Anything interesting in the notes? Talking about plans, dealings, all that jazz?
Not specifically. Go ahead and roll an investigation just to see what you get out of them. Anyone else that wants to help look as well can roll an investigation.
I need to look at a thing real quick.
I am not good at investigation. I'm mostly just posted up at the door.
I'm gonna use my second feat of lucky for the day.
Okay.
Burner got a 16.
Okay.
Yeah. 22.
All right.
It wasn't that one. I wanted to know things.
As you are looking at these, neither of you is a necromancer.
No.
But it doesn't take a necromancer to know that that's what sort of spells these are. One of them looks to be a variation on the Dance Macabre, which on its own is rather creepy. But this looks like they're trying to manipulate it a little further and trying to extend the control that they have over the corpses. And as you look at the other notes on the table, all of them seem to be looking to do the same thing, to extend the effects of spells. And it looks like they're making some good progress on it. But the notes are here. They have not been taken elsewhere, as far as you can see. They're directly in front of you.
Should we keep or destroy these?
I think we should probably keep them for now.
Research, then destroy.
Yeah.
Put them in one of your bags.
What you find?
Yes, what did you
Necromancer
find?
notes.
Ain't no good coming necromancer notes.
No, I'm sure there's not, but if we know that, then maybe we can stop whatever he's doing.
That would be nice.
Put them in one of y'all's bags, but not the one Assault put the gem in.
I will put it in my own bag of holding. It hasn't been used for anything.
All right.
We prefer Erasmus's hole.
That's debatable.
It's roomy.
A hole is pretty roomy.
Oh my gods.
Don't call on them. They've got better things to do
Do they?
than discuss holes. Yes.
How dare you?
The second room
Nope.
is more of the same. Just, it looks like student notes working on altering and extending and changing necromantic spells.
Put them in the bag.
Should we be worried that some of his students are still here?
Oh, yes, probably. Yeah.
Should we be worried, or should we let the other guy take care of it?
Right. How much of this is actually our problem?
I'm ready to go
Well-
home.
Well, the problem is that, well, at least I have a problem if Callie wants to come back here after we figure out where she went when she became safe. So I
Yes,
have
that is concerning.
So I have a vested interest in having his asshole students not be here. Now, if I have to camp here and kill all of them, I'm all right with that.
Well, hold on. I mean, some students might not know that what they're doing is like really bad. So maybe don't be like murdering students left and right.
It is
That's
entirely,
coming from me.
It is entirely possible that they have been led down a wrong path. Possibly having things dripping, having sweet words dripped in their ears. I'll point out that a lot of healing spells are technically necromancy. There may be a chance to get the students onto a better path and not just murder them, murder children who have gone the wrong direction.
This is graduate work that we're looking at.
Yes.
Nah, they know what they're doing here. This shit's inexcusable. Like, maybe if there were some babies here, but this is grown ass person shit here.
How much stupid shit did you do when you were in your early 20s?
Oh,
Stupid-
that's a loaded question.
okay, stupid shit. It wasn't controlling people with fucking necromantic magic shit. We're talking about stealing chickens, tipping cows, and drinking too fucking much. We're not talking about, ruining people's good fucking times by controlling them with fucking magic.
If you want to take this up as a crusade against the students and former students here, I am only one person and I'm already very tired. I'm not going to deal with it. But I think that is an incredibly stupid, short-sighted way of looking at things.
So you've gathered as much as you can from these two rooms. Would you like to proceed up the stairs?
I would like to check the stairs for traps.
Please investigate them then.
Excellent loaded question there, Danny.
Yeah, I heard what you said.
Mm.
17.
All right.
It's not a good roll.
For you, it's kind of terrible.
don't notice
Yeah.
anything out of the ordinary on the stairs.
What you roll, 2?
No. Well, technically yes, but because of my reliable talent, it was a 10. So, okay, I'm gonna go up the stairs. I'm gonna die
All right.
quietly. I'm gonna quietly go up the stairs.
You start walking up the stairs. And there is no save for this one.
Oh,
You
You
take
go
a
walking
step.
up the stairs, and it immediately becomes a lot less quiet.
What is the marching order? Is Nelitha going up entirely alone? Are you staying a couple of stairs behind her? Are you right on her
It
tail?
sounded like she was trying to go up there while we were arguing, which is
Okay.
very Nelitha.
Please
Alright.
God, let her squawk when she gets got.
Not a bird.
like the bird she is.
That is 36 points of damage.
Holy
As a
fuck!
cloud of daggers manifests around you.
36.
36.
It's fine, guys.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Ow.
And technically, if you have entered the spell's area for the first time, what do you do?
I'm gonna
And
keep going. Get out
going
of the
to continue
spell
going.
area.
are you going forward
Yeah.
up the stairs?
Yes, but I am gonna be like, guys, you can't follow me right now unless somebody has dispel magic.
All right.
I'm gonna get got. I'm
And
gonna die
technically,
on
it's
these
another
stairs.
turn as you're going up the stairs, so that is another 28 points of damage.
How big is
Dear.
this cloud of daggers?
It is a 5-foot cube, but you are going through stairs, and you entered it, triggering it. Technically, you triggered it before you entered it. It's, yeah.
I can
Magic
see
is
that.
fun. Because you were...
Yeah.
I'm not gonna argue it. Like, let
Magic is-
Nilitha die if she needs to, but she's getting
Magic's
up these
bad,
goddamn
yo.
stairs.
the rest of you
How about
do
when
hear-
when Herder heard her yell something about dispel magic? He says, "I do."
Yeah, I told you not to follow me until you do that.
Well, Herder, if you are anywhere near the stairs, you hear the clanking of daggers against stone walls.
Yeah. So I think Herder peek his head out the room, maybe see there's some magic stuff going on, and before the second one gets to have an effect on Neltha, he can cast dispel magic on it.
Okay,
Okay.
I will let you do that.
I will appreciate that. You're welcome, Nelitha. It just says any spell of 3rd level or lower ends for each spell of 4th level or higher. Make an ability check using my spellcasting ability.
That
The
one was
DC equals.
at 2nd level. Oh, yes, that one was at 2nd level.
So it just ends.
I put the healing back on me. I'm not as painfully hurt.
I will follow her now that the cloud of daggers is out of the way.
All right.
Kiss, kiss.
Gonna keep checking the stairs though.
Well, roll me another investigation.
Oh, don't fuck me. $25.
Okay. The stairs are lit with a series of candles mounted to the walls. And in the flickering light, you see a vague shine on one of the stairs. And you look down, and you can see runes carved onto it. Roll me an Arcana.
Fuck. I'm not good at Arcana. I'm a lot of things, but not that. 15.
Okay. With that, you don't understand exactly what it means, but you're pretty sure that if you step on that stair, you're going to set something off.
Don't touch it. I say to, I think the only one following me right now is Assault.
All right.
And I will long step up to the next one, like
Okay.
step over it kind of thing.
And with that 25, because you now know what you're looking for, you see 2 other sets of traps on the stairs. Same thing. If you step over them, you're okay.
Okay. I'm gonna keep pointing that out to Assault.
I will follow very carefully.
I offer a hand to help you as well.
Aww.
Oh, that's very kind.
Sweet.
So we'll accept that.
Is anyone else following them up the stairs?
Oh my god.
Eventually, you know, like, you know, let them blow stuff up.
Okay.
Would there be a way that I could mark what step it is so that I could
What do you
show
have in
that
your bag?
a lot of shit, Danny. Just so much shit.
Mostly stolen off of other people.
Do you have any sort of paint or...
I mean, surely she's bleeding.
I could bleed my own blood on it, Danny.
You're not wrong.
Squirt.
Fair.
I have some oil that I could put on there, I guess, and light it on fire.
I don't know.
Tiny
that you want
fire,
to...
don't move the stair.
I think you could probably just drip oil onto it so that it would be a shiny step and tell them to avoid the oily, shiny steps.
Yeah. I will
Because
do that.
You don't want to touch the step.
No. But I don't have to touch things to set them on fire. My girlfriend's here. No, just
Do you...
No, the breakfast.
Do you want to try setting it on fire and see what fire does to the magic?
No.
Okay.
No. I'm gonna put the oil, drip the oil on the step, and then go, hey, some of the stairs are covered in oil. Avoid that step.
Okay. I will assume that the rest of you were able to hear that and follow the instructions.
Except for Herder, he got tiny legs.
Maybe Erasmus is going to pick him up and take him over his steps.
All right, so you get to the second floor, and it is empty.
Feels trappy.
Roll. What do I want you to roll? How about insight?
How about an investigation?
How about you can do both? Give me both.
Both?
And Isolt can do the same because she's right up there with you.
Insight and investigation, you said?
Yes.
Dirty 20 insight.
Okay.
And a nat 1 investigation.
All
That
right.
tracks.
18 insight and 17 investigation.
Okay. It looks like there used to be stuff in here. It looks like it was tables. Tables and chairs. You can sort of see scrapes in the floor where it looks like over years chairs were scraped in and out from underneath tables. And Isolt, with your insight, you feel like this area was probably abandoned at some point when the Archmage started really getting into the stuff he wasn't supposed to get into. That the socialization part for him really just stopped. And so things were removed because they were unnecessary.
I will pass that along to Nelitha.
And it looks like
Yeah.
everything from here is gone. There's no decor on the walls or anything. Like, it's just essentially feels like a pass through to the next set of stairs. You cross the room to the next set of stairs.
Yeah. Same thing.
And it's going to be the same. You see
Second verse, same as the first.
you see the same occasional set of runes carved into stairs, and you're able to step over them and get past.
Drip oil.
Yep. The third floor has one long hallway that leads to a set of stairs on the other side. On each side of the hallway is a door.
What do you say, Assault? Do we check doors or do we keep going up?
I think that I don't want any nasty surprises coming out of doors behind us.
Fair enough. I will check the doors for traps again.
All right. Investigation for both of them. Just roll one for the two.
Oh, fuck. I think there is 17. No, investigation? Yeah, 17. Oh, yeah.
They look
Yes.
fine.
Okay. Try one of them.
All right.
I'm gonna get hurt.
Roll me dexterity saves, please, both of you.
I should be close enough to you at this point. Get an extra +4 from me at least.
Hey.
9.
Oof.
Clanky, clanky, holy tanky. You know how you deal with that? Dex saves.
True enough.
23.
What was it for DB?
23.
Okay, so you're going to take half. A very powerful fireball spurts from this door. That is 28 points full damage, 14 half damage.
Okay.
That was a lot of ones that I rolled there. That's fine.
Thank
I am
God.
happy with that.
Yeah.
I am not mad about you rolling ones.
Didn't think you
Some
would
of
be.
us are looking a little singed.
But
Yeah,
you
so
open
we'll pat out some of the fires on her with just that the long-suffering, annoyed grandmother look.
I'm so sorry.
Not your fault.
It is. I didn't roll well.
It's not your fault.
Hey, friends, if you're gonna keep getting hurt, would you like a tap off from my wand of healing?
I think that
Yes,
might be a wise
please.
idea.
All right. Herder has 9 charges left in that wand, and who wants the first charge?
I think Owen's the most likely to get knocked over by a breeze at this point.
Yes.
Where you at,
Yeah.
Owen?
8.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give it to the boy.
All right. So it's 1d8 plus my spell casting modifier. So d8, and my spellcast modifier is a 5. Picked up the 8 this time, not the 10. Okay, 5, 5. So there's 10. 10 for you, Owen.
Thank you.
Who wants the
Give
next
him
one?
another. Give the poor lad another.
Owen, there's another 11 for you.
Hooray. Thank you.
Who wants the next one?
I mean, honestly, I think Owen needs it more than any of us.
Correct.
Yeah.
I am currently at, if I were to put a number on it, I'm at about half health. So 73
at-
out of 144.
Yeah,
30.
Just keep hitting Owen
Okay.
with the wand.
Nelitha
So-
needs a little bit too.
Just
So
keep
that's
hitting
a
fireballs to the face.
6 more for Owen. 10 more for Owen. Nelitha, this one's for you. 10.
Okay.
Another one for Nelitha at 8. All right, I've got 3 more charges left in this baby.
Hold on to them. I'm okay for now.
Having some in the tank is not a bad idea.
Raz, Assault, do you need anything?
I'm fine for now.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. So once the flames die down, you step into the room and you see on the floor 2 teleportation circles.
This bitch.
And they are permanent ones. They are inlaid with gold. Roll me investigation again, please.
Yeah.
Or history.
Who else investigating our history?
As if my history would be very good.
Whoever's in the room. So, Herder, you're probably up there by now. Because
Okay.
you just healed Nelitha. So.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
24.
9 history.
Okay.
9 investigation. Or 16 history.
Nelitha and Herder. Actually, not Herder, because Herder wasn't there. Nelitha. This looks a lot like the teleportation circle you had up on the mountain.
Motherfucker.
One of them does. The other one you don't recognize, but one of them looks almost exactly the same.
What a bitch. Found one of the teleportation circles. Can any of you use teleportation? Magic? Any of you?
Isolde's eyes go a little, like thousand mild stare as she like searches. Does not
Must
appear
look
so.
through list of spells.
Exactly.
Um,
No, as far as I can tell.
Great. I just thought maybe. Does it look like this has been used recently at all?
You can't tell.
Fuck.
The room is very well kept. It's not like covered in dust and abandoned or anything.
That bitch. Does the other room look like it's covered in kind of dust or anything?
Well, you need to open that door too.
Oh, I thought I had, Danny. I thought I got fireballed by both.
No, it's just the one.
Shit.
I will let you roll an Arcana to try and disable the trap on the other one. Since you're pretty sure there's a trap.
Everybody stand back.
Is it a magic trap that could be dispelled?
Yes.
You want to use a spell slot, or do you want me to just take a fireball to the face?
Did you hear that question out loud as you just
I
said that?
am okay with taking a fireball to the face.
This is where I have to separate what Greg would like versus what Herder would like.
She is your best frenemy after all.
Well, here's the thing. And Nelitha fed Herder when he was a very angry boy.
Yes, and Nelitha saved Herder from the cockatrice petrification stuff.
I did do that.
So, yes,
A good person. I don't know what y'all are talking about. I have done nothing wrong in my life. It's not my fault everybody dies from a heart attack around me.
The fact that you can say that with a semi-straight face is incredible to me.
Yes, Herder will cast Dispel Magic at 4th level for it.
All right.
So
you are able to open the door without incident, and there are 2 more teleportation circles. Again, very well kept room.
Are any of these recognizable? Because we've been to a few now.
One of them looks vaguely familiar. It might be Glimmerhold.
Glimmerhold.
But you're not entirely sure.
Great. Love it. Fantabulous. Do I try and break some of these with a dagger so that he cannot come back here?
Ooh. I mean, if we can't do that, that might be something to point out to the headmaster and get some people on to
some
get
work
this
study
shit broken.
A little work study project right there.
Extra credit.
Yeah, these are permanent teleportation spells, so they are inlaid with thick gold. It's not something that just scratching it with a dagger would break.
I know you say that, Danny. Here's the thing. You said it was inlaid with gold. My girl loves gold. She would take the time to try and get some of that gold out.
Are you going
Just
to take the
pry
time
that
to do
shit
that
out.
now?
Doesn't
No, we do
Erasmus still
not
have shatter?
time.
Oh, that's a good question.
Well, do you
And
guys
throw
want
your
to mess
boomerang
with
at
these
it.
now, or do you want to continue your explorations?
Little worried, like you said, Assault, that we keep going up and then bippity boppity things are gonna get teleported here.
What's going to get teleported here? He's hurt.
He has an arm, like he's been making undead bullshit. What about the bunnies?
What about the
But-
bunny?
Oh
But-
my gods.
I will point out that it was two archmages fighting each other, and they each used very close to all of their resources. He's going to need some time to recover from that. And also, the stuff that he did here was all because he'd spent time, as the headmaster said, building up his influence, his power.
Going then.
If something gets teleported in behind us, I will stab it, and so will you.
I will tell you I told you so as I hide from whatever's coming.
Valid.
All right, so you're able to make it up to the 3rd floor. And these are very high-ceilinged floors, so it's a fairly tall tower for just being 3 stories. On the 4th floor, again, there are 2 rooms, one on each side of the hall.
Looking at you, Hedda. Do you have spell slots yet anymore?
Let me double check.
I will check them. Are they trapped?
Yes.
Okay, then
I'm
yeah.
not even going to make you roll for that. Yes.
Right.
Every door has been trapped so far, yes.
I know what that looks like, so
I'm pretty sure that I can dispel one more magic.
okay.
When do you want me to do that?
Danny, does it look like there's another floor to this?
No. You have reached the top.
Okay. Do it on one of the doors. I will take a fireball to the face for another one.
All right, her cast dispel magic on one of the doors, whichever one she pointed at.
Roll me a d20 and just tell me if it's even or odd.
Sure. Yes, it is.
Is it like a 6?
It's even. Okay.
It was even.
Okay. You open that door, and it appears to be his bedroom, his sleeping quarters. It is decorated in that same
All in pink.
fashion as the main floor entry hall. Everything is painted black. There are thick black drapes over the windows. Everything is dark wood, very heavy fabrics. His sheets are black.
Boring.
He is that kind of fellow. And on the walls, much as Erasmus predicted, there are portraits of well-known necromancers and portraits, paintings of battles from the Necromancer Wars. The ones where the necromancers seem to be pulling ahead.
Son of a bitch.
Owen's gonna go up to one of the pictures of the battles and see if he can see himself in it.
You know what? Roll me a 20, and if it's higher than a 10.
Look, Ma, it's me.
They really fucked up my hair.
No, that was just how bad your haircut was during the war.
Oh my god, the mullet stage.
That's a 2.
You are not it.
Damn it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna look for myself because no.
Herder's looking around to see if there are any books just lying around.
There is one book on the nightstand beside the bed.
He goes
How
over,
to
picks it
raise a
up.
family. Ah,
How to hooray.
I would like everyone
Picks
to
it up
roll
and
very,
starts
very
thumbing
perception.
through.
Bury them close to each
no,
other.
Danny.
What?
I don't want to roll perception. I'm scared.
I need everyone to roll perception, please.
Well,
Fine.
14.
Okay.
23.
I don't know if I wanted to get a 23 on this one.
11.
Oh, 23
Her-
buds.
Hey.
Herder wants to use his lucky to re-roll his natural 1 if he
Yep.
can.
Absolutely.
All right.
I almost said you're a halfling. You can just do that, but I forgot you're a dwarf. The other
I'm a
other
dwarf.
short race.
Oh,
Yeah.
they're little guy.
So 13.
Okay. Isolt and Nelitha.
Ma'am.
You notice a couple of fireflies just near Isolt.
What?
Herder, you pick up the book. And as you're looking at it, it's his diary. You start flipping through it. And it's a thick book. And the writing excuse me, the writing is cramped. It fills every inch of every page. Almost as if when he started it, he was afraid that he would never have paper again. Like that sort of filling every inch. The beginning of it. The writing looks different than it does by the end. It looks younger. There are no dates, but in the early pages, oh, there's some bad poetry.
Yeah.
The kind of bad poetry
My
that
boy.
hurts your bard heart.
Oh, yeah.
Forced rhymes, images of darkness, really, really bad allegories for death, terrible little sketches of skulls. And just generally, it makes him look kind of unhinged.
No,
How old is
and
this guy?
Or 17.
As you get further into it, it's less of the angsty teenage poetry. But still, it doesn't seem like he's quite in his right mind, which makes sense if he's a necromancer who just wants to raise dead all the time. You get the impression looking through it that he doesn't have a lot of friends. There are often complaints about that, about being alone.
does especially as he's looking at as far as looking at the later entries, does he have any is he finding any clues where this guy might be building up like a second home, a retreat, sort of place? Any clues for where he might have gone?
Roll me an investigation.
Yeah, I'll do that. 15.
You're not really seeing any indication of where he might go. You do see a couple of names repeated a few times.
Mm-hmm.
And as you read a little bit closer, they seem to be the names of promising students.
Okay.
The students that he is spending time with on a more regular basis. He talks about sharing meals with them. So you can make a note of the names. I'm not going to give them to you. I'm just going to say you notice them.
Yeah. So I'm sorry if I stopped you, if you're about to impart anything more for me.
Nope, that's about it.
All right. So I'll let the party know that the diary is full of crap. I'll even point out one of the early works. Look at this. He has a poem at the beginning about things he wants to do. He says this was even such. I see a red door and I want to paint it black. There's like a bunch of crap in here, and but at the end, it does seem like he's got some promising students or the like, and I share the names with him. We should let the other guy know to follow up on those. Um, and then I give the book to Nelitha and ask if she'll put it in her bag of holding. I want to take it back and
Oh,
spend some more time when I get back home. I want to spend some more time looking at it.
I am staring at the fireflies.
As am I. I'm also looking for like a jar to catch them in.
Isolt, I'd like you to roll a religion check.
God, are you there?
Are you there, God? It's me, Salt.
14.
Our God is an awesome God.
I can't believe you know that song.
I'm gonna get my guitar.
I used to dance to that in King's Kids all the time. I know a dance to it.
I
I
don't
know
know
the
how you-
chords.
Patreon exclusive.
We pull out the religious trauma.
At this point,
Oh
Assault.
man. Ugh.
there's something about them that feels like you should know something, but you can't quite put your finger on it.
Hang on. Do I have anything that I can offer?
And I put my finger on it.
Roll me a religion.
Oh, fuck.
Well, I'm gonna too, because I'm also here.
Oh, not bad, not bad. What is my religion? Am I religious? I'm not, but
I'm 19 for Owen.
21.
Oh.
I just rolled an 18 plus a 3.
Yeah.
Meh.
Isolt, how much have you talked to your companions about your god? Your goddess?
Not much. Assault's not
Herder-
the proselytizing
Herder
type.
and Assault had a conversation about LaRue when they were hanging out in Erasmus's hole.
That's true. That's about the extent of it because Assault's one of those quiet faith kinds of people.
Okay. So, because of that, I don't think either of you know
What
exactly
if I once stole something from a temple of LaRue?
Did you?
I might have. You never know.
Good Lord.
did
May I offer succeeded at a cost?
Yes.
I still have a charge of a channel divinity.
Okay.
May I spend that to know what the hell I'm looking at?
Yep.
That's all I've got left, man.
Yep,
I
that's
am
fine.
tapped right the fuck out.
You're not going to get a lot, but fireflies are often messengers for
You
LaRue.
would not believe your eyes.
If 10,000 fireflies.
Yeah.
Remembering that, like, Assault will kind of tilt her head to the side and actually will take off one of her gauntlets and reach a hand out to the fireflies.
Okay.
A bare hand. One of the rare times that she actually, like, is visible out of armor.
When
I
you
got
do
a bare
that,
hand. Sorry.
And you get 10,000 hugs from
one
lightning
of
puck.
the
Oh my
fireflies
god.
lands on your hand. And as
I
it
love that
does, you get a brief flash, an image of Kaylee. Smiling. And it disappears.
Turned her into a horny toad.
Oh, she's real
Was-
dead.
Was I able to see anything around Kaylee in that brief flash? Anything that looked like a place?
You get an impression of trees.
Normal trees or Feywild trees?
Feywild trees.
Oh, great. And Assault will groan out loud as she realizes.
What? What happened?
We have got to understand that when you cast a wish, you have to be very, very, very goddess blessed specific in your language.
Why? What happened? What did you see? What did your god tell you?
Well, it looks like Kaylee is safe and happy
Good.
Yep.
in the Feywild.
Oh, bad.
With
Not so
LaRue.
good.
Owen clips Raz around the ear.
Hey. Look, it was a very, very dangerous situation.
Have you been to the Feywild?
Who, me?
Yes, you.
You know, if I
And
have,
who?
You don't remember
if
because
I
the
have,
Feywild does that shit.
if I have, I probably don't remember.
Cool. Some of us have been to the Feywild and do remember.
Well, you're an elf. That makes sense.
I'm
Was that
Yes.
racist?
Elf bird.
He is
I'm
technically
not
correct.
I'm not a bird. I had to look. I thought I was a half elf. No, I'm a high elf.
Oh.
In that dank herb, you're high elf. A little
It's
bit of the halfling's
medicinal.
leaf.
It's for my joints.
Mm.
Baby aching.
The joints for your joints.
Oh, goodness.
Oh gods.
I mean, LaRue will keep her safe. The environment is not grand, but she's with a goddess.
Isn't your wait, hold on. You just were like, oh my god, this is very chaotic. Obviously, that's how you sound.
It's exactly how I sound. 10 out of 10 in interpretation. Well done.
So wouldn't she be like chaotic with a child? Tricks and
Probably.
things? Oh, Lord.
Well, she doesn't tend to rely on her brand of chaos is not quite like that. There's a second firefly, right?
Yes.
I'll reach out and touch that one as well.
Touching you, touching me.
And that one,
We're in a musical mood.
you do get an image of LaRue in her unicorn form. And you get the impression that you are correct, that she is the one watching over Callie right now.
Sherlock.
Hey, don't yell at my son.
He's a dumbass. Come and claim him.
Okay. give me.
He was just trying to climb onto the side of the desk and knocked 3 things over, including water. Fortunately, the water went that way instead of onto my desk.
Good.
Thank God.
But the floor is wet now.
Well, better than your computer.
But yes, you have,
Or my notes, or
you are quite certain that you were correct in your assumption that LaRue is the one who is taking care of Callie.
well, at least she's somewhere safe. We will make sure we'll find a way to get her back this side. Erasmus, you've got to learn how to phrase things.
Well, so can your god like bippity boppity her back? You could be like, hey, my dude, it's safe, child can be returned, or is she one of those Feywilds that's like, oh no, my child now?
Can't really do it
Unlikely
right
to
now.
be right. I'm a little bit out of everything.
Oh, I'm not saying right now it's not safe yet. I'm just saying, would she return the child or would she keep the child?
You know what? Regardless, that sounds like a later problem.
Also, much more likely to return the child than keep the child. Children are problems.
Fair enough.
True.
All
I
right.
say as a parent and a grandparent. So
You do
I
have
suppose.
one more room.
God, okay, I'm gonna do the
I
thing.
got nothing for you this time.
That's fine. I'll
right.
just roll high, okay?
Are all
Sure
of
you
you
will.
being near it, or just...
No, scooch on back.
All
I'm
right.
going to stick close to her.
That is... I need a dex save, please.
I can't even try to disarm it with. Arcana?
You know what? Go ahead. Try and disarm it.
Okay.
Aw.
Danny was like, "You're gonna fail, bitch."
No, go ahead. Give it a try.
Well, it's a 13, so I will
All
make
right.
that
So
dex
make the
save.
dex save.
Yay! I got a nat 20 for a 24.
Nice.
23 with that +4 from
All right. So
assault.
that is 9 points of damage for each of you.
9. This wasn't a very powerful fireball.
That was a whole bunch of ones. Is what it was.
Oh, good.
That was so many ones. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Hoy.
All right. You open up that door. This is his study. There are a lot of books.
Oh, God.
There's a lot of papers. But as you're looking around, everyone give me one last investigation check.
Gone forever. Have to reroll.
18.
14.
Investigation.
Life is your creation.
11.
23.
23 and me.
And Erasmus?
In me? No.
12.
Okay. Those of you higher than a 15,
Damn it.
there is a noticeable gap on one of the shelves where it looks like 2 or 3 books are missing.
Fuck.
As you get a little bit closer, the rest of the books on that shelf are spell books.
Fuck.
If you open them, they are written in different handwriting. And all of them are different than the handwriting in the journal. And different than the handwriting of the students downstairs.
Ew, was he stealing spell books from other wizards?
Are they different handwriting from each other as
Yes.
well, or okay?
Are they all
Multiple authors?
necromantic?
Roll me
$5
insight.
says- $5 says these are the spell books of all of the head necromancers in the necromantic war.
19.
26.
Oh yeah, with that 26, he was absolutely collecting other necromancer spell books once they died.
Oh.
I hate that.
And we have how many missing? 3 missing?
3 missing.
Don't like that.
Just
Hey.
one would be tremendously difficult.
We don't know where he went.
All right.
Nope.
Are you taking any of these items yourselves, or are you just going to report it to the headmaster?
I don't think we should take these.
I agree. Although I'm not entirely confident we're leaving for the headmaster.
Her's like, I
what
don't
if
know
we
about
what
that.
if we just set all of these books on fire? It's all necromantic.
My experience, a wizard's spell book is usually highly trapped and resistant to fire. So
Sure, but
They're-
those
they're
wizards.
entities. They're entities of their own. That's
What happens when a wizard dies to their spell book?
I mean, it's usually
Does-
highly sought after, usually
Sure.
somewhat indestructible if they're a very powerful wizard. Could be trapped with a number of creatures and or other spells to kill us.
That's true. Okay, so then we need to make sure that a higher wizard, because none of us are wizards, can deal with this room. And we watch them deal with this room. We don't just go, oh yeah, they're gonna do it.
Well, we got a problem because we don't trust any wizards right now.
True, but that's why we're watching them do it.
All right, we're gonna watch a wizard we don't trust and don't know. All right, between all of us, we know about a junior college's wizard's worth of magic.
I don't even think we know that much.
I
Nice.
could have almost been a wizard, almost. If I actually applied myself at anything besides slapping, I could have been a wizard.
Comparing yourself to a horse.
There's no comparison.
telling stories out of school and in school.
So, well, my question is, if we are here to supervise this destruction or what have you, how long is that going to take? I'm ready to go home.
It will take a while.
And also, we're not just going home. We have to go deal with what's his nuts.
Honestly, here's what I'm thinking. I think that it's very fair that Herder wants to go home.
No, that's fed.
Herder has a whole life and a whole business to take care of and a whole wife, partner, a whole somebody.
I hope she's still there.
Wouldn't she be? You rescued her from a fucking beholder in a cave.
Yeah,
Herder,
every
she's
day
gonna-
away though.
Herder, she's gonna be there. Now
I-
you know what's not gonna be there? The bar, because Nellis' partner is gonna burn it down. The other bar.
And
Yeah.
she would not.
There's gonna be no breakfast because it's all gonna be burned up. But it's very fair that you want to go home. You had a whole thing before
True.
you got started.
This was
and mixed up
great.
with us.
I mean, save the world or something. It's pretty awesome. It was a lot more than I bargained for, but I
It
did
was.
retire for a reason.
It always is.
And here's the thing. I think the four of us have to see this to the end, Herder. We
Cool.
gotta take care of the necromancer, but you do not have to stay with us. You did
That
a
works for
kick-ass
me.
job.
Yeah.
Fuck. Never mind. Don't compliment him.
Now, if you happen to have a reference for another person, we will welcome that person with open arms. How?
So I think what you need to do now is get back with the headmaster. You have found everything, and there's nothing more that the five of you can do at the moment. Correct? So you do make your way back to the headmaster's office. He is looking slightly better, but still quite exhausted.
Don't trust him.
And you report to
Herder
him.
puts his wand of healing back in his jacket again.
You report to him the things he found?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, well, all of that shit needs to be destroyed.
Correct.
I assume you'd like to be here for that?
How long
Yes.
will that take?
Oh, several days.
We need to find the necromancer before he gets to full power again.
I don't think you need to be concerned about him immediately.
Why?
Oh, I have put out his description, his name. People know who he is now. His credibility is shot. He's going to have to build himself up again. We have time.
He has 3 spellbooks on his possession from the necromantic war.
And one man, on his own, can do very little.
I want to punch them. I want to punch him in his face. I want to punch his stupid ass face.
Roll me an insight.
I will.
Can all of us do that?
Yep.
Herder's not going to. He's not paying attention, really.
I hate digital dice so much. 11.
11.
Ooh, 5. Yeah, I don't know shit.
Okay.
23. Natural 20.
All right. All of
Punch
you
him.
believe him. And Nelitha, you understand what he's saying. And you believe it as well. That this man is not going to just fuck some shit up on his own because it's fun. He clearly wanted to start another war. And that is not something that he can do just on his own. It is a thing that is going to take time. It's going to take effort. And while he's an asshole, he is not going to just come after you because he can. He has bigger plans.
That's why I want to stop him, so you can't do bigger plans, but
But his bigger plans are going to take quite a bit of time. This is
I'll be
not
dead by
you
then.
can find him in a week, and in a week he could destroy the world. This is going to be a years-long process for him.
how old is this man? Is he a human? Is he an elf?
He appeared to be human.
Is he a motherfucking lich? Did you have some fucking lich working up here and you didn't know?
It is.
I pull out the giant diary thing and, like, drop it on the desk. That is too thick to be a human.
He starts flipping through it. And he frowns a couple of times. Because he's looking at it differently than Herder was.
I would
Well?
hope so.
It would appear that he has lived through all of the Necromancer wars so far. You may be right. We may have a lich on our hands. Look, I didn't hire him. He was already working here when I took over as headmaster.
How long have you been headmaster?
10 years, give or take.
Did you go to school here?
Yes?
Was he working here when you were a kid?
Possibly. I didn't
Did
take
he
any
look-
classes with him.
The same age? Red flags everywhere.
Most of us use some sort of magic to make ourselves look younger than we are.
It doesn't work.
So rude.
Wow.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah. Herder started paying attention again at that one. He's like, oh, well.
Man, I thought Vicious Mockery was a bard spell. I didn't know that rogues dipped into that.
Oh, gosh.
Obviously, Herder and Nelitha have been hanging out a bit.
Learn some shit.
In any case, I will get these books destroyed. You're welcome to stay and supervise. And you did say that one of the teleportation circles is near your home?
Sure is. I think some of us will probably want to go back. I need to go back to, what was the town that I was chased in?
Oh.
Was that Glimmerhold?
I believe it was Glimmerhold, yes.
Okay. I have to go back to Glimmerhold because I have to pick up a thing.
All right. Well, we can arrange transportation there.
Perfect. But I'll be back. Maybe.
All right.
I'm going back to Pennycross, but I don't want to do teleportation circles.
Not even to
All right.
Glimmerhold just to get...
Nope.
Oh, okay.
I didn't like it the first time, and
Okay.
I want to be back on the road. I need some time before I get back. I need to sort some things out before I see Hasper again.
All right.
I don't want her to see me like this.
Like what?
I'm looking him up and down, like, like
Just-
what happened?
There's been a lot. It's been a lot. I
Lots
got-
of
I gotta-
magic is what you're telling us.
and that's what it is.
Okay.
She doesn't need to hear. The stories need to mellow a little bit before I get home.
Give them some time, like good whiskey.
Yeah.
Oh,
Fair
Well,
enough.
I give
But I
him a
mean-
ration. You get hangry.
Thank you, my friend.
Eat a Snickers. You're not you when
Well-
you're hungry.
Yeah.
And-
But I'll look to the headmaster and say, but if there's anything you can do to help with overland transportation, I would be grateful.
Oh,
A new car.
yes, of course. And he reaches into his desk drawer and pulls out first off, a sack of coins. And passes it to you. This should cover some of the costs.
Thank you.
And then flips through some stuff and finds a couple of pieces of paper, reads through them real quick, signs them, and uses his wax seal to seal them. These should help you arrange transportation on behalf of the school. We have contracts everywhere, really, but if you take the ferry back to Selva, just go to the stables there, and they will take these and set you up appropriately.
Thank you.
Do any of you others need overland transportation, or?
I think we're going to need to decide what we're doing first before
Yeah.
we decide that.
Right. Well, the students are still in their dorms. The clerics are on their way.
Time to go raid some bodies.
The,
No.
no.
You would not
Respect
have
the
said
dead.
that out loud in front of this motherfucker. You just see a thought bubble over Nilitha's head. Just time to
And
raid
none
some
of us need to
bodies.
roll insight to know what that thought bubble's.
No, of course not.
And he also looks at the names that you had given him of the students that were mentioned in the diary. And he says, yes, these were both Tebben's students, and he had 2 others. And he looks in the direction of the courtyard. He can't see it from inside his office, but he looks in that direction. And rubs his eyes and says, if I recall, there was a lot going on, but I don't believe any of the 4 of them will be revivified.
Ooh.
Which is unfortunate on one hand, but quite possibly a blessing in disguise. Tebben rarely took students, so I will get a list of any others that he might have been in contact with that may help with the search for him later. If
Any
you-
past students that we should worry about then?
1 or 2, perhaps.
Hmm.
I will find them and get the information to you.
Okay.
But unless you need anything else, I need to deal with all of this. And once I have a few teachers returned, we'll begin the destruction.
All right.
And that, I believe, is going to be the end for you all, as far as this
Dun,
adventure is
dun,
concerned.
dun.
You figured out who the bad guy was? He is stopped for now.
Yeah. But for now is not a very long time.
Yeah.
No.
Not necessarily, no.
Also, the bunnies.
You did that to yourself.
I know what I did. I know what I did.
Yep. And so, that ends campaign 1.
Oh
We
my
will have some
God.
epilogues to discuss what everyone does after this. And,
Also,
yes.
if you have questions for any of us, drop them in our Discord because we're going to answer your ding dang questions.
Yes, we are going to have a
Yeah.
Q&A session.
Unless they're going to be spoilery for season 2, baby.
Season 2.
Season 2.
Huh?
So yes,
What? Was that a spoiler?
if
I don't think so.
nah, we're going to have a season 2. So
Yeah.
yes, if you have questions, pop them in the Discord. We will probably do our Q&A session after the epilogues, so that if anything comes up from the epilogues, the players can answer those as well.
Sounds good.
But I believe that is also going to be all for tonight. It's a little bit later than we normally go.
Yeah.
There were threads. They were all wrapping
Mhm.
up, tying things off. It's
Yep.
all good.
All right. Well, thank you everyone for tuning in and watching. And we will see you in 2 weeks' time, where we will talk about our knitting and hopefully have an epilogue or two. Bye.
Woo! Bye.